Hello, beautiful people out there. This is Barrister Ukonu, and I welcome you back to another series of BrainBox. And in today's series, we'll be considering the topic titled The Power of Last Minute Miracle. How many of us believe in a last minute miracle? It does happen. Now, many people look at December and they say to themselves, the year is over. But that's because they've forgotten something very powerful, that God does some of his greatest wonders at the very last minute. Breakthrough doesn't always come early, but one thing you must note is that breakthrough always comes with on time. Now you need to stay with me if you have been feeling disappointed, if you have been feeling drained, if you have been feeling that you have not fulfilled what you ought to fulfill, then this series actually what is for you. Now we love early answers, we love quick results, but God often waits until the final stretch, not because God wants to frustrate you, no, but to prove that He is the one writing your very story. God is the one orchestrating it. Now, your miracle does not need a whole year. That's one thing you must understand. It just needs a moment. You need to stop burying what God can still resuscitate. If God has not spoken, then it's not final. If the word has not gone out, then there's still time. Your story is not yet what flushed. You need to stop trying to understand what the delay. The delay is not left for you what to understand. You need to start what expecting the magnitude of what God can still do. Because what God can do, it cannot be what quantified. Because so sometimes we need to note that this December still carries what power. You don't need to reduce it to a date. What most of us has done is that we reduce December to a date in the calendar, and this to a month in the calendar, and this month carries grace. That's what we fail to understand. It carries possibilities. This month carries divine surprises that you can't even what imagine. God does not need 30 days. God does not need 365 days to lift you. All he does need, what you must know, that he does not need 12 months to turn things around. He can shift your life just in 24 hours. God can change things. He's done it before, and he can still what to do it again. If God has done it before, the same God can still what to do it again and again. So you need to rise what in faith. You need to rise in expectation. You need to rise in confidence, because the same God who began the year with you can still shock you what before 31st. Because sometimes we say that the year has come to an end. Therefore, what I cannot achieve in 11 months, can I do miracle? Miracle don't happen that way. But if you have genuinely labored and you're expecting, you are waiting, the result has not come, then don't give up the few days. Your answers might just be in between the few days that is left for you to be over. Now, if you're breathing, and one thing you need to know is that God is still working once there's still breath within you. If the year is not over, your miracle is not over. If God has not spoken, then it is not final yet. Then there is nothing that is finished. You need to prepare your heart, hold your faith, because December is going to give you what you have been expecting. It's going to be like the delivery room for you, because last minute miracles still happen. Because maybe this December is just what for you. Then you don't need to overthink it. You don't need to give up at this point. You don't need to lose hope, because the way you end your December is what will determine the start of your very new year, which is 2026. So how do you want to end this December? You want to end it on an ordinary note of packing up already, or you want to end it on a strong note that I can still achieve something before the end of this year? Last minute miracles still happen, but it only happens to those who believe and who stay true till the end, because it only took God 6 days to make the creation. So 30 days, or the remaining days of the month, is still possible for God to do something wonderful for you. Therefore, don't give up, because last minute miracles still happen. So activate your brain box today. Thank you.